trees.
Songwriter Terrellyn Ramsey to perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
For the ramparts we watched, they were so good.
Made their debut of the new uniforms in Cary, North Carolina, and Mexico will be in red. And it'll be interesting, Ali, to see what kind of Mexico team we'll see under a new head coach.
Big question mark with goalkeeper situation. It seems like Jill Ellis keeps going with Nair. We'll see how that plays out going forward, but she hasn't had the cleanest of games in the NWSL.
Team at 3, 1, 2, 3,
Final huddle for the USA. Alex Morgan today will wear the captain's armband. The normal captains of this team, Becky Sauerbrunn and Carly Lloyd, start the day on the USA bench. Monica Ocampo wearing the captain's armband for Mexico. Megan's pass towards the streaking Alex Morgan. Alex tried to go inside of Sierra or Mejia and could not. Ania Mejia with a block, it goes out of play.
Well, both those last attacks from Mexico, JP, are hitting that weak side in behind the space that Crystal Dunn's vacating when the U.S. is in their 3 back. Up that space for Pugh to sneak in on.
Floor is still being tended to in the sideline, so Crystal Dunn going inside towards Morgan. Nice move by Morgan. End line, cuts, Rapinoe. It was there again. That's a great opportunity, but no goal.
Well, the U.S. can afford to throw all those numbers forward because Mexico's only keeping one player high in Katie Johnson. And here's Alex Morgan just fading into that left side, sizes up her player, makes her, and then drives in line, gets her head up to play that cutback ball. I think Rapinoe goes with her left there. She almost gets wrong-footed. If she goes with her left there, she can get that.
Ball played up and through to Morgan, cutting, Morgan shot low. Henniger, no rebound.
And just like that, the U.S. finds themselves in the attacking third with 2 passes. I don't think they've been using the center of the park. Andy Sullivan's been the most active center midfielder thus far. She's the one who finds Morgan that gets herself on that turn. Henniger with the assured hands, as you said.
Crystal Dunn goes forward, looks. Morgan had to step behind the defense. Now the offside flag is up on the U.S.
And I think the U.S., JP, is doing a nice job of swinging it from flank to flank as this half progresses, but they're just not finding the center midfielders as much. Sullivan, yes, but not Horan, not Morgan in an advanced position.
Of a throw-in, gets it in quickly. Morgan, a step behind the defense, and then she goes down. The referee's coming over, now she points to the spot. And that was a late point, but it's a penalty. And the U.S. can take a 2-0 lead.
And this is one of the beauties of the U.S. and why they don't worry as much about possession is because of the pace that they can get in behind an opponent. Alex Morgan with a great inside-out run here, just bodies off. I believe that's Mejia at first, and she grabs her, pulls her down, trips her. Clear penalty.
Alex Morgan wearing the armband tonight to take this penalty to try to give the USA a 2-0 lead. Morgan steps up. Alex Morgan, 2-0 U.S.
Well, Morgan earns this one. Rapinoe with the heads-up play, throws that in quickly, lands it into the space. Morgan cuts off her defender, forces that foul, and then Henniger agresses right. But when you strike it that cleanly in the bottom of the corner, goalkeeper's not going to save that.
Alex Morgan's 82nd international goal. She did not score in the She Believes Cup, had a game-winning assist against Germany. So after 3 games without a goal, She's back. That's 9 goals now in her last 12 games in a USA jersey.
First time she scored on a penalty kick, too.
Get to 100. Morgan again. Takes the shot. What a goal from Morgan. Off the far post and in.
Well, there's your answer, JP. Almost cookie cutter run by Alex Morgan. The U.S. stays in the side that Mexico has the numbers, but it doesn't matter with that inside out run behind Mejia again. Gets her head up. That angle that she has to put that past Henninger and into that far post is so small. It is such a narrow window, and she strikes it perfectly clean, falling away from it as it pings off the inside.
2 goals for Alex Morgan, a couple of minutes apart. The U.S. now has extended the lead to 3-0. We're seeing Carly Lloyd into the game. That's Carly Lloyd's 99th. Flag goes up now on Morgan. Try to time her run to split a couple of defenders. Alex Morgan has averaged a goal or an assist for every 71.5 minutes she's played. Only Mia Hamm, the great Mia Hamm, had better numbers. Lloyd kept it on the deck. Morgan on the run. 1 against 2, she's down again. But this time the foul is going to be called just outside the box. Her runs tonight have been terrific, not just the goals for Morgan.
The start with Emily Sonnet winning the ball, playing out wide to Pugh. Pugh had a nice angle inside from Lloyd, and then Lloyd springs Morgan. Gets caught up there trying to go between 2 defenders. Perhaps the better option is to come inside, and then she can get a penalty if she is tripped up.
Long in the middle. From distance, cutting it.
Morgan, what a step over the shot. Save. A big save for Henninger. Looked like a Morgan hat trick when it left her foot.
That could have pulled the U.S. apart on Mexico's attack, but this is all Allie Long with that touch right there. It's Palacios who bites in, and then Morgan. Quick little feet to cut back against the momentum of the defender. Set herself up from that shot.
Monica Ocampo is coming out of the game. And the U.S. is making a change too. Morgan is going to be coming out of the game, replaced by Ashley Hatch. The ovation for Alex Morgan because of her performance tonight.
And she's the one who earns the PK that she ends up stepping up to and slotting home. And it was with a similar run to this one that she earned it. And then this is the situation where she just gets herself falling away from goal, but with a quality strike like that, narrow window, pings it off that far post, gets her 2nd goal of the night. Big time performance. Perhaps that week of rest did her some good.
Mexico's also made a change. We'll have to see who just came out. Vanessa Flores came in. Mexico's done with their 6 subs. Great night for Alex Morgan, and not just because of the 2 goals. She was very active tonight. Some great runs, some other chances. Could have had 3.
And I also liked her hold-up play, the way she checked off that back line and created space for Rapinoe to run into, for Pugh to run into. Something to build on there for the U.S.
Good night for Alex Morgan with a couple of goals. Big night offensively for this U.S. team. 1 goal tonight for Carly Lloyd, 2 for Alex Morgan. Stick around because Alex Morgan is going to join Katie and Leslie when we return. USA wins 4-1 over Mexico.
In the second half, and my conversion rate wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be, but Converted my first penalty goal with the national team, so I was happy about that.
Alex, not sure if you know this stat, but you've averaged a goal or an assist in every 71 minutes and a half you've played. Only Mia Hamm has done better. How have you gotten there, and how does that make you feel? Both teams are going to continue to approach this game and try to improve. The U.S. started off so strong against Mexico. Alex Morgan sees Megan Rapinoe running behind that back line. Henninger caught off her line and has to make an easy tap to Mallory Pugh. And Alex Morgan, what a PK, clean finish. Henninger guesses right, just can't get a hold of it. And Crystal Dunn doing a nice job finding Duran with a great weighted ball. And look at this shot, far post in such a tight angle. Alex Morgan makes that look easy, and boy, is she in peak form of the game. Slots it in that far post on Henninger.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Well, the teenage talent in the US Women's National Team, absolutely undeniable. But Jill Ellis will be glad to count on her veteran stars for these Mexico games as well. 2 goals in 3 minutes in the game on Thursday. We'll talk to superstar Alex Morgan after the break. Oh, let's listen in as the teams take to the...
broad stripes and brightly streaming, and the rockets are glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag star-spangled banner.
Nice by Morgan on the time run. Morgan saved by Santiago. But that's the first look, good look that Alex Morgan has had today.
And on Thursday night it was with an inside-out run to the left side. Well, tonight it's to the right. Another great slip pass in. Morgan with the one-time shot tries to hit that far post again. Santiago does well to hold up, not go to ground too easily. Kick save.
The Rapinoe corner. U.S. leading in Houston. To the middle, right to goal. Chance was there though for Alex Morgan. 2 goals the other night, her 18th career 2-goal game, and nearly had another or 2.
She looks so sharp, as does this woman here, Rapinoe, bending that in. Morgan just sidesputs that. I think if she goes with her laces, she can rise up and get some pop on it.
10 goals in her last 12 games for the USA for Alex Morgan. Exciting first half in Houston. Maria let it go, Rapinoe onside. Rapinoe looks across, goal for Morgan. 4-2 U.S.
The U.S. doing such a nice job of playing what is on. This ball skips through to Rapinoe, who's sitting on the edge of that restraining line. From up here, I thought she might have been offside, but the referee's not calling it. And then Morgan follows up, and we saw that in the first match with this team. Not just one player's getting in the box, that second, that third runner's going with each other, with Rapinoe, with Morgan, with Pugh. And the connection is there. They are really getting on the same page.
Alex Morgan with her 84th international goal.
So Alex Morgan getting involved in the action there. She'd get a goal herself as well for a 3rd in 2 games.
Absolutely, and Megan Rapinoe wide open in that left space pocket. Unselfish, finds Alex Morgan wide open, and all she has to do is slot that home.
We've seen a lot of good young players coming through. Intended for Morgan. And Santiago wins that, but Rapinoe can chip. Flag stayed down. U.S. scores. 1 goal, 3 assists, Megan Rapinoe.
Santiago's been all over the pitch. Here she comes out, and U.S. has been slipping in behind, so Santiago has to be off her line, but she can't get there quick enough, can't close it down, and then Rapinoe with the heads-up play. Initially the one to serve that ball in, follows up, recognizes Santiago's way off her line, and the deft touch over the top, dribbles that one in.
The 36th international goal. That's the first goal of this second half.
Defender.
Pino sends it in. Knocked in by Morgan. Second straight 2-goal game for number 13.
Something tells me both these squads are going to want to work on set-piece defense. Rapinoe again with the delivery. This time it goes near post, a big whiff on it at that edge of the 6. Santiago's just stymied there. And then no one marking Alex Morgan at that back post. These are basic responsibilities for players that are going to look to go into World Cup qualifying. Obviously you can't whiff on that ball, but you also have to mark up in the box.
So for Morgan now, that's her 12th goal in the last 13 games. Back-to-back 2-goal games versus Mexico.
Word she likes to use for her is hunger. She said, I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. And Morgan will tell you it's a combination of so many factors. Her time she spent overseas, her growth there, really just focusing on her game and taking it to the next level. She feels like she's continuing to push herself, and she doesn't think she's a finished product. And that's the best thing we're seeing from Alex Morgan right now.
Thank you, Jen. Morgan with a couple of goals tonight after a quiet first half where she wasn't really getting a supply of the ball. Has helped to make a difference here in the second half.
Sign of a good striker's ability to produce when you're not seeing the ball. To it.
McGrady. Lloyd. And that cutting move. That ball's going to go out of play. Morgan says it was deflected. Referee says it wasn't. Referee wins that decision. In the 89th minute, Morgan putting pressure on Santiago. Well, Morgan's pressure forced that giveaway.
In the world, if not the best. Execution there. Unselfishness on that third one. And then here, the awareness to pick her head up and just chip that one in over behind. Another set piece. Perhaps a little lucky there, but regardless, the delivery is on point.
Ball played through. Morgan for the hat trick with a keeper out. Try to chip her, not quite high enough. That would have ended the night or the day for her on an exclamation point. Same with the USA. 6-2.
A lot of exciting things going forward for the U.S. and definitely some things to clean up defensively. Set pieces, yes, but also they gave Mexico.
Well, Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan were active all night. Megan Rapinoe finds herself wide open on that outspace, and what an unselfish pass. Finds Morgan. All she has to do is slip that in.
And Rapinoe with a beautiful shot from distance here in this goal as well, Carly.
Yeah, this one was a nice one. Good read on her, good lefty finesse in there. Great goals overall.
Absolutely. Alex Morgan with her 4th in 2 games as well.
Well, Megan Rapinoe, her balls are so dangerous. Finds a wide open Alex Morgan that just has to slip that in.